Hey guys, Crystal and Shadow here, back with Steven Universe, but this time it's the movie.
Yep. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, what have you got to say about this?
I wasn't sure how to feel in the middle, but by the end, I really came around on it. Like, I was really near the end with what's her name. I really came around. Honestly, I have to say, I don't want to jump ahead too much, but quickly on her. Even in this one movie, she solidified herself as being a way better villain than any other villain we've had in Steven Universe. Like, White Diamond just came so fast in the end, and the climax was quite anticlimactic.
Well, in a way, the true villain is Pink Diamond, because she's the one who hurt Spinel in the first place.
I guess, but here's the thing though. Yes, Pink Diamond did wrong, but she didn't do anything villainous. She just did something that was wrong. Whereas Spinel is someone who became a villain because of wrongdoing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's a little bit... I thought about it. It's a bit like if Pearl took Rose getting with Greg much worse than she did.
I guess so, yeah, because... like, Spinel was created to be a playmate, almost like a living toy. But when Pink was told she can have her own planet, she's like, okay, I've got responsibility. And Spinel didn't want to leave her alone. So Pink had no choice but to say, all right, you're going to play the standing still game. And then she forgot about her and left. She was standing there for 6,000 years.
One thing I love about her evil design is, especially when you learn her backstory, the way the markings on her eye.
It's tear marks.
Yeah, it looks like when you see somebody's mascara get all straighted.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that when you actually saw the backstory.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was so much about this that's amazing. So let's rewind, because
I want to touch on what people consider to be a plot hole. So Steven says the message. And then he goes home, sings a song, and then Spinel shows up. And a lot of people say, well, Spinel saw the message. How did she get the injector and get to Earth so fast? And my answer to that is that I think what they should have done was have Steven record the message not long after Change Your Mind, and then have the time skip so that Spinel had the 2 years to make her plan and make her way to Earth.
True. I guess we can kind of assume, I'm trying to think, was there even a scene cut between, like, him leaving the diamonds at the beginning and him going in his big musical opening?
No, after he says goodbye to the diamonds, he goes home, and Connie's off to space camp, and then he sings, here we are in the future.
That's one thing that worried me when she said she's off to space camp. It's like, oh no, was Connie kicked out the movie?
Nah.
I guess they needed to push Connie away so they could have Steven being the whole Steven's alone for the first half of the movie type of deal. So I guess that's the plot reason why they needed to get Connie out for at least the first half.
Yeah. We tried to give everyone a moment, but... well, we tried our best, but yeah. Why do I say we as if I made it?
Anyway, let's get to the start, because, oh boy, there's a lot.
Just noticing, like, a lot of people freeze-framed all the moments in his house. Because as you've seen, instead of that exposed bedroom, he's got a proper upstairs bedroom.
Yeah.
And now... there's a lot of decoration in his room that are references to old moments. For example, there's the picture that Vidalia painted with Garnet, remember, from the episode where we got the cat?
Oh, yeah.
And
the cat's still around.
Yeah, she's grown up a bit. Also, we had a CD on his shelf of Space Train to the Cosmos. Remember that?
I have no idea what that is.
When Greg first met Rose, she came to the merch table. Space Train to the Cosmos.
Yeah, there's a lot of fan service in this.
And we saw the Sea Spire statue from Cheeseburger Backpack. Remember the statue he forgot to bring?
Oh my god. That was like episode 3.
We got the photo frame that we saw in the second episode that Steven broke, and then Amethyst replaced the broken frame when they were clearing out the storage. He had that picture. Oh, also, hanging up on the wall was the broken sword.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a nice little memory of that sword they used for so long.
wow, there's just so much in this. And
But also, one big thing that a lot of people pointed out. So, way back when we first went into Lion for the first time, we saw a bunch of stuff stored in him, including a treasure chest. And in the episode alternate ending, when he found the key, that one of the things he tried was he tried it on the chest. Now, when Stephen made his way into town by going through Lion out Lars, we saw the chest was open. We don't know what was in there, and the fans are so annoyed because we didn't get to see him find what was in there.
okay, as cool as that moment was, it was a little silly how he just decides, I'm going to take a shortcut through Lars's head. That's just rude.
Yeah, Lars doesn't know when he's coming.
But I was
Except Garnet knew he was coming and held out a chair.
I was happy that, like I said at the end of the last episode, everyone's here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I mean everyone is here. Like, I don't think there's anyone... Like, okay, I'm pretty sure there's a few townspeople who didn't... most of the townspeople didn't get speaking roles, although they had plenty of background moments. But, like, everyone... like
they were there.
All the new gems, all the off-cuts, Lars's off-colors...
Oh, and when they were all taking shelter on Little Homeworld, I noticed... I liked how the gems and the townspeople were helping each other out.
Is it just me, or does Little Homeworld... Is it where the barn used to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. That's
where the barn was.
I know, it's like, that's so great, because that was always the home for, like, 2 gems who just didn't fit in.
And now it's the home for gems that choose to live on Earth.
That is so brilliant.
But yeah, from the start, okay, the intro song was a bit, with the storybook beginning, was not so great, but I think, because originally when they first announced the movie, they said that they want to aim it so that somebody who's never watched the show could watch the movie.
Yeah, you can definitely see that with the opening and the...
They try to explain.
And the opening song definitely basically recaps everyone.
In Happily Ever After, each of them gets their sort of explanation.
Plus, like, the whole thing about getting them to reform back to their old ways is full of, like, fan service and references to their things.
Oh, yeah. But Happily Ever After is one of my favourite songs in the movie. It's pretty good. They each get their moment.
I know, everyone got... I love how Peridot and Bismuth and all that were breaking the fourth wall at the beginning, where it's like, where they said, no, don't do that, I'll lose all my character development.
Oh, yeah, that's a very Peridot thing to say.
Or when it's like, I've tried to kill Steva for like 6 months.
Yeah. But Peridot's is not... It could be interpreted as the fourth wall, but rather because she has her tablet, she watches TV, she's calling it character development when it's just her, her changes she's made in her life.
Yeah, I know, but I still like it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, like, it really does feel like everyone got, like, equal term. It's like, it didn't even feel like Peridot, Bismuth, and Lapis were playing second base. They felt just as important.
They are the best B team ever.
I know, it's like, wow.
And I love how, okay, Peridot and Lapis first met Bismuth in, like, well, Peridot met her in Maid of Honor, then Lapis met her in Reunited.
Yeah. And now they're such big friends.
Yes. Bismuth is like the third member of their group then.
Well, I mean, we don't know.
It has been 2 years, but
we also don't know how much time took place between the wedding and the final episode, because Bismuth was probably having some fun off screen with Peridot and Lapis.
Maybe, yeah. But plus over the last 2 years, they've been working together building Little Homeworld.
I know. But yeah, like I said, I think Sadie is the only townsperson. Oh, Sadie and Nanafor are probably the only townspeople I can think of who got speaking roles.
Yeah.
I think maybe Lars had one. I think that's it.
Maybe.
Don't worry, it was quick and simple. But they didn't forget Onion. Onion can teleport.
Yeah, when we were looking for Amethyst, we went to all these different places.
And Onion was somehow there every time.
Onion was there every time. On the roller coaster, you see his head. In the donut shop, everywhere we look, he's just there.
Like I said, they didn't forget anyone. It's like
We still have not seen Onion in the same room as White Diamond.
I told you, Onion is White Diamond.
Okay.
You can't prove me wrong.
I can't prove you wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not canon.
Well,
Look, if I ever get to travel to America, I will ask Rebecca Sugar what she thinks of that.
look, Onion is White Diamond, and that would explain everything.
Okay. We talked about the start. Also, I liked how...
That would explain a lot, because think about it. White Diamond, all the people on Homeworld think White Diamond never leaves her own base. And that's the trick. She disguises herself as Onion undercover.
Okay. We had a nice moment with Lars where he was making that roll that he was going to take to the party. He has now made his own sort of bakery.
Ah, yeah.
And he's still friends with the Off-Colors. He hangs out with them. And I like how Garnet was friends with the Off-Colors too.
Yeah, I know, because it harkens back to that episode where she was one of the first people to meet them outside of Lars.
Yeah, because she adores them. She appreciates them for who they are.
Exactly.
Getting to the next part, we need to talk about Spinel. She has two major songs. Her introduction, and then her other major song is Other Friends. But let's talk... her other one is Drift Away. Let's talk about Other Friends, her introduction.
Oh, everyone loves a good villain song.
Yeah,
this was great.
Especially because they're fighting while she's singing.
I know,
She makes it seem effortless, and her fighting style is interesting because it's like she's playing with them. The way she grabs Pearl and dangles her.
I will say her character design and movement, of course, just feels a lot like very old-timey Disney animation.
Yeah, especially
like the bits where she's standing still and she's perpetually bouncing. It looks like Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, her ears as the hearts are clearly like a Mickey Mouse kind of thing. She does reference those old bouncy cartoons and stuff. You can even hear her squeak sometimes.
I know. She perpetually squeaks, but
there are times when she gets annoying, but that's part of her character. She's supposed to.
I guess, but it's also
Steven finds her annoying.
It's just slightly enough random that it's it's not quite as good as Onion or Amethyst, but it's close to the type of stuff you'd get with Amethyst, you know?
Kind of, yeah.
A little bit.
Like when they had that song and then she starts singing and Steven's like, no, we're done now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Other Friends was a great villain introduction. It's so threatening because suddenly she pulls out the thing and she just hits the three of them and it's like, wow, she's just killed our
well, it's a different type of poofing as we learn, because when they reform, they haven't changed designs, did they?
It's not quite a poof and reform. It's
a factory reset.
Yes, it's a factory reset. They lost their memories, but
it was also a nice, clever way to get us a quick shot of Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
So even Ruby and Sapphire weren't left out.
Yeah.
So yeah. Plus, of course, before
Baby Amethyst.
Yeah. Which, I want to bring up something about that. So, way back in, season 1 when we first went to the kindergarten, Amethyst said, oh, look at me, this is my hole, and she perfectly slides into it. But why would she perfectly fit in that hole if she's smaller when she was born?
She was not smaller. She looks smaller because you're used to Amethyst being the same height as Steven, but Steven's gotten taller.
No,
Baby Amethyst was not smaller.
But I swear, look at her comparisons to Pearl, plus go back and look at, the episode where we first see her small version.
It just looks small because she's cuter or something, but trust me, she is the same height.
Alright, try and get an accurate comparison of her next to Pearl or something.
I'll try to, but yeah, she was not smaller.
Alright. We did get to see
But she's adorable.
Yeah, we did get to see a flashback of her being born too, which was fun.
Yeah, during her part of the song. Oh yeah, the best thing I could mention is they each get a little bit of their theme in there.
Oh yeah.
It's most noticeable with Garnet.
Because we're most familiar with her. Yeah. Pearl, I know, that's the thing I know.
Pearl had some of It's Over, isn't it? And Amethyst had some of the music from Tower of Mistakes, which is a song a lot of people forget.
I don't know what that one is.
That is from the Sardonyx episode where Amethyst sings, she sings, maybe you're better off with her. I
Okay,
think
whatever.
she's better
Yeah,
for
okay,
you."
whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
and what?
What's
Anyway,
next?
you're the one.
Alright, well the next song after that is, oh yeah, this Pearl's song When They All Reform is interesting.
All right, we got the Stephen and Greg fusion.
Oh yeah.
We got to Stephen and Greg fusion, which, as I mentioned last episode, that I did know. I didn't know if it was in the movie or future, but yeah, I knew that was happening some point.
Yeah, so similar to Stevani being a combination, the fans have called this Steg. Yeah, I know, it's dumb.
Or Grievin. But okay, I want to get into.
He's
I want to
grieving?
I want to take a side off for a minute and point out that I was watching. I'm pretty sure this has the same age rating as a normal episode, but this definitely feels darker, not just in tone, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think we've ever had a Stephen episode with actual blood.
Oh yeah, true, there was blood.
Like when he gets his arm cut at the beginning, or of course near the end when he's dangling over the edge.
Yeah, I don't know if they changed the rating, but
I think it's the same rating I saw,
yeah.
but it might not be.
Yeah, I was surprised at the blood. They did say words like kill and all that, which they don't usually do.
That's true. They never work on that, and like they won't hold even both in joking and in regular terms. Like you
Although
know,
I like when it sounds like they're about to swear, but
I know they did it a few times as well.
Yeah, Greg did it like, holy, she really got everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, there was so much. There was. Yeah, but yeah, okay. I did love the song Stephen and Greg sing, Independent. It's
Independent together, yeah.
Is it similar to another song we've heard?
Not that I can think
It
of.
feels like the lines are similar to another song, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, it really symbolized who Pearl is, because even though she was still with Rose, they were independent together, and she became rebellious.
Yeah. And I'm glad, yeah, which means we also got to have Sadie singing. So, you know, like I said, Sadie and Anafor, I think, are the only ones who had speaking roles.
Yeah.
I don't know if
But
Lars...
one of my favorite songs of the movie is No Matter What, Amethyst's one.
I can't remember that already.
What?
I'm trying to remember.
But Stephen and Amethyst, right before she came back.
Oh, right, yeah. That one, yeah.
There
with
were
little
all these
Amethyst.
nice moments,
Oh, yeah,
like
that was
he
so cute.
taught her to eat, he taught her to cheat at skee-ball.
Yeah,
and,
that was so cute.
Yeah, just the repeating was nice. And also, when they were tap dancing, the sound came from Shelby Peridot's voice, because she does tap dancing. So she actually tapped it out and they used the sound.
Brilliant.
Similarly, way back in the musical episode, she choreographed the tap dancing.
Okay.
So they recorded her dancing, and then the animators copied that.
But yeah, that was a cute song too. I do find it interesting that Garnet was the one who felt shafted the most because she was left to the last minute. But
I mean, she had a moment at first when she fused. That song, Isn't It Love, was beautiful, but she wasn't completely herself.
Plus, Garnet's voice actress was basically doing the singing for when a lot of the disasters were happening.
Oh yeah,
and I love that disaster scene when you see all of them fused and saving people, and Connie sliced a car in half.
Oh yeah,
that was so good.
Oh. They saved the cat.
And they saved Onion.
Oh yeah, Lion grabbed Onion.
Oh. This movie was made for me, wasn't it? They just I know what he'll want. He'll want more Onion and Peridot getting lots of good moments. Yeah, because
Peridot had the best lines.
Peridot had so many good moments, because like I said, because...
You're just in time for the end of the world!
Absolutely, yeah, I know, Peridot, but that's the thing. Like I said, because our main heroes were not themselves for a lot of the movie, we got to have Peridot, Lapis, and Bismuth basically stepping up.
Oh, yeah, I loved that song, Who We Are, where Bismuth was singing.
Yeah,
And
where Bismuth did a crystal
Peridot
gem.
and Lapis were in it a little, but Peridot's voice has admitted she's not really a singer, so I
That's
knew
the-
she wouldn't get much.
That's the one thing I suspected, because the only song I can think of...
Peace and love.
Yeah, and that's not really much of a singing song, especially from Peridot's perspective.
Yeah,
I
well,
love that
she's
song, but...
Yeah, unfortunately, she's a dancer. She's not much of a singer, so she didn't really want much.
That's fine. But the only thing I was expecting when Bismuth was doing the Crystal Gem song is I expected it to end with, like, instead of, doing the roll call, but it's Bismuth, Lapis, and Peridot and Stephen.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh well.
Yeah.
Ah, man. There was so much.
Yeah.
Like I said, Peridot got so many good moments.
Yeah, definitely.
But like I said, that final fight scene, where the music playing and you see Stephen and Spinel fighting. That's a good one too.
Stephen's fighting style was interesting. He wasn't trying to hurt her.
He's mostly playing defense.
Yeah,
and I like
he had bubbles over his hands
then
like
after-
boxing gloves.
And then, of course, throughout all of that, you get the villain breakdown, and you really start to see a really good villain.
And then there's a moment where she says, "Can you just can it?" And she says, "You can't just fix everything by singing some dumb song."
I know, that's a good moment. But I have to say, though, like I said, this show hasn't had much of villains. Like White Diamond, I guess, but she was very one note and mostly used as a stupid message, whereas Spinel just felt like a really good character who had relatable reasons for being angry. She was a relatable character. She was a really fun villain and also had cute moments when she wasn't a villain. There were so many good moments. Honestly, I didn't expect Spinel to be a really good villain. I'm curious what other people think if,
Yeah, some people don't like her that much.
I'm curious if people think the movie lived up to the hype, because in the middle section I was thinking, oh, this just feels like an extra long
When
episode.
I first watched it, I was kind of worried because I was like, okay, we're bringing in this new character that we've never heard of, who has apparently been around since the beginning.
I mean, look, that's the thing.
But they do okay at integrating her into the timeline that we have.
That's it. But of course that reeks of something you do in a movie. It's like, what do? We introduce a brand new character. But I like how the book ends. It's like the very first thing you see is Stephen, the Diamonds wanting Stephen to take the throne. And essentially now it's like, oh, who can take the throne? She's not becoming Pink Diamond.
Not so much the throne, but they liked Pink Diamond because she was entertaining to them. She was like their child. So then in the end, they see Spinel and they're like, you can entertain us.
As soon as I saw the Diamonds show up, I was like, oh, of course. But also I was like, where the hell have you been? We've been needing your help.
Well, no one called them and told them what was going on. Stephen was too proud, I guess. I don't know. He didn't want to get their help for some reason.
But yeah, this movie was full of lots of good callbacks and references, both as fan service and just really good callbacks to establishing character moments for all the characters. So many good moments. Is there anything we're forgetting?
Oh yeah, here's something interesting is you wouldn't know it from watching the movie because they don't tell you the names of the songs, but they released the official soundtrack.
Yeah.
And this song that Pearl sings when everyone appears and she's explaining what each gem is and all that is called boot.pearl.something 3. It has a 3 at the end, and people think because of the 3 that this is the third time that Pearl has been booted up, meaning the second time she got booted up would have been before she got given to Pink Diamond. That would make sense why she might have no memory of serving White Diamond. We just talked about a little swap they might have done.
You're right, that fits in with our theory.
Maybe White gave her a factory reset before giving her to Pink, And that's why the first things she remembers
That
is working for Pink.
that would explain a lot, because like I said last episode, it's a bit odd that she's so connected to Pink Diamond, even though she's not necessarily the Pink Diamond's original Pearl, meaning she had a past. But that's clever.
Yeah. People saw the 3 and they started theorizing, oh, this is the 3rd time she's been booted up. What were the first 2?
Yeah, so again, anything we're missing?
I don't know. I think I've talked about basically everything. Oh, one thing I forgot. Did you notice Bismuth's overalls were a bit different than usual? I can't help but wonder, could she have reformed in the past 2 years?
Maybe.
Her overalls were more sort of purple, a lot different from her usual.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't tend to know. I thought something was off, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, because last time we saw her, she was wearing the metal suit, which...
So it was a bit hard to remember.
Yeah,
and tell.
she wears the metal suit over her usual stuff. But yeah, just think of when
Whoa. There's
What?
one thing we didn't touch on right at the very beginning. They're really amping up the shipping with Stephen and Connie.
Oh, yeah, the kiss on the cheek.
They're really, it's like, okay, I saw that hug, it's like, oh, that's cute. And then she kisses him, it's like, okay.
Yeah, kiss on the cheek. We don't know the official status of their relationship at this
Yet.
point, but
But we'll see.
we'll see.
We'll see.
I can't say anything.
We'll see. But that will get resolved in future. But still, is there anything we're missing before we end off this huge review for the movie?
I don't know.
I can't really think of any major downsides.
I mean, we didn't quite talk about all the songs. Oh my god, Drift Away was a great song to go along with explaining
that was a clever,
Spinel's
that was a
backstory.
great integration of the backstory.
Yeah, because while she's singing it, it's explaining, here in the garden, and she's explaining we're playing the standing still game. And then she walks away and leaves her. I love how the time lapse shows, and like when she finally takes a step,
Yeah,
the grass is kind of stuck to her feet. It's growing around her.
yeah, and there's this one dialogue or little bit during like her final fight that just sticks in my mind, and now I can't remember what it was.
Then it didn't stick in your mind.
No, there was something that was like I was watching. It's like, oh, that really explains like the character and makes it a really good connection. And it's like, what is it?
But one thing that I know that people notice upon rewatching is that back when Stephen was recording the message to the universe, we saw screens and we saw a bunch of different gems watching, and then we get a shot of Spinel in the garden. We can't see her, we just see her foot or something.
Oh,
And
so
we're-
that's good
So
foreshadowing.
if you haven't seen it, you're like, what the hell is that? But then,
Well, it's not so much what the hell. It would go by so fast you wouldn't even think about it.
yeah, it's just a second of, seeing her foot, and you can see an angle of the screen.
The only thing I thought would have been cool is, and that's only popped in my mind now, is if one of the because I was thinking, what are all the cool places you could reference in that opening shot where there's a screen and everyone's watching? Is I thought, okay, well, we don't need Earth to watch it. We've already seen Homeworld. Other than the cameo of Spinel, what is there? And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if all the humans in the zoo were watching it?
Yeah.
Actually, that relates to an interesting plot point. Stephen obviously has helped really reshape Gem society.
Yeah.
So, how would Stephen feel about the zoo? Would he have wanted them to be set free? We've never really touched upon the zoo.
I suppose he would, and I can't say whether or not we see them again, but I can say that as we learned when Pearl explained some stuff, is that so back when we first saw the zoo, the Homeworld gems explained it as if it was Pink's idea,
Yeah.
when really what happened was Pink said,
I like humans, so he has some pets.
yeah, she said, I don't want to kill all the humans on Earth. So Blue said, all right, I'm going to take some humans and put them in a safe place so we can destroy the Earth and you can have some human pets.
Yeah.
It wasn't really Pink's. She didn't want it.
Well, like I said, is there anything we missed? I don't think that... Again, Spinel, great, wonderful villain. Pretty much every major Gem character got a moment. Peridot, Lapis, all our old ones. It's like, I like it because you focus on Peridot and Lapis by putting our other characters out of business, but you get to have fun moments with our old characters instead of just having,
Yeah,
oh,
we
it's
had
typical.
a lot of fun with them with their memories gone. Like Pearl's little moments, like, Pearl, you don't have to clean the van, I own a car wash.
Oh, yeah. Or when she, like, opens up a red carpet and then just runs out.
Yeah, and of course Baby Amethyst, all her copying and stuff.
And then
is
Ruby
adorable.
being a cute little Ruby again.
Yeah, when Sapphire was predicting stuff, that's
And then
what
it was-
attracted her. She was like, oh my god,
But
you're
I like
so
how,
cool.
I like the role reversal because it was Sapphire.
Sapphire
that-
jumped over and saved her.
Yeah.
She decided to alter fate.
The-
Even though she predicted Ruby would die, she jumped in and wanted to
The
save
only
her.
thing I can think of, and it's not a huge negative point because I still love this, is obviously the ending is a bit of a Deus Ex Machina, how he can basically heal literally anything,
It's going to take him a while. We saw a bit of a time lapse, but
which
yeah.
raises question on how much time passed between the movie and the season 6.
I don't know, but
Whatever.
But yeah, it was pretty good. We had a lot of great moments. Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire had nice moments in what people refer to as the hijinks part, where like with the
Oh, yeah,
saw
yeah.
and everything.
Oh yeah, we got some good Future Vision fun moments, but okay. I mean, I'm already going to say 10 out of 10. What are you going to say?
Oh, jeez, I don't even know how to rate this because it's a movie.
I know, it feels
you
a bit
can't hold
difficult.
it to the same standard.
Well, you kind of could, though, because they very could have easily made a movie which felt either disappointing or felt just like an extra long episode. But I felt like it did a lot of good things, being a refreshing take. Spinel is easily the best villain we've had, and she's not just a one-note villain. They didn't... Although they did... That's the thing. They had a good message with Steven at the end, but they didn't cram it down our throats like the White Diamond stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I said, I've praised every...
And
there's-
Spinel is even a little bit relatable at some points. Like when she was hitting him and finally was saying, what am I doing? Why do I want to be your friend? Why do I want to hurt you? Because it can happen where you want to be friends with someone so badly that you want to hurt them.
Exactly, like I said, Spinel is actually a villain who feels human as opposed to a one-note character who's there to just tell a dumb plot. You know, so they have a great villain, they integrate it while making it fresh with a new villain and a new take, and of course we've got the time skip, but also keeping true by having lots of references and establishing moments we've already seen.
Yeah.
It just felt, like I said, this deserves its 10 out of 10.
I don't know if I can call it perfect. There is that little plot hole I mentioned of how she got there so fast, got the injector. How did a Spinel get access to the injector so easily?
Maybe it was on the garden somewhere?
Why would it be on the garden?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's why I can't go perfect. I can go 9.5, I guess.
Well, if that's the saying, then I think I now have more 10 out of 10s in Steven than you.
Yeah, I had Jailbreak
And The Wedding.
Of course, The Wedding.
I've had The Wedding. I've had The Wedding, the movie, and if you want to count it, Onion.
Yeah.
And I think I had a couple close 9.5s.
Yeah, I remember liking the season 2 finale. I can't remember if I went 10 or 9.5.
I don't know, I didn't go as high, but
Yeah.
yeah, this, really good. Now we're on to Steven Universe Future. We're going to settle back down and have a normal season, kind of. I'm still worried because I've heard bad things, which is making me wonder how... Because like I said, this movie was great, season 5 was great, what could be so bad? We'll have to see. I already explained my
It's
theory.
not so bad. It's... The negative stuff is more so, like you said, about stuff that, like, missed opportunities and
I
things
guess.
that people didn't
Yeah,
get.
well,
that
like
they
I said, I
wanted.
already explained that, but anyway. Is there any last thing you want to think of?
I don't know, the songs were beautiful.
I know, it was practically
All
musical.
The animation was... Yeah, when they first announced the movie would be a musical, I got a little worried that it wouldn't be that good, like they wouldn't be able to tell the story
No,
right.
it wasn't so much a musical where every second is singing. It's just because they've got a lot of time to kill.
Yeah.
They can. That's the thing. When I know an episode, usually That's the thing. As much as I love songs in Steven Universe, I always get a little worried when I see a song come on because I'm thinking, oh, well, there goes half the episode. But when it's an extra long episode or the movie, I'm like, oh, take all the time you need.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, plus, it wasn't just a sit down and sing thing, it was they used the songs to tell the story. Like, Garnet continued singing True Kind of Love while Stephen was climbing and everyone
Yeah, pretty
was
much
saving
every
people.
pretty much every song contributed to the plot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's it. We've rambled, we've repeated. I've praised this movie. There's so much freshness. I love it.
Yeah.
So, shall we?
I guess so.
We will see you for the beginning of season 6, also known as Steven Universe Future. And I suppose that's it. We've got one season left. It's about average length.
Yeah.
Once we finish the next 20 or so episodes, we're done. We're wrapping up so much.
There is something extra that I'm considering showing you, so that's a little surprise coming up. But other than that, look forward to Future and we'll see.
Well, we'll see you for more Steven Universe and other things as well.
See you next time, guys!